Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. And it's about 8:30 in UK time. And wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening as well. I hope you're ready for a spot of stitching. I certainly am. So today, the project of my choice is this little sweet thing, the Sweet Shop. It's by Aimee Stewart. And I know for many of you, every day is Aimee Day, and rightly so. So, if you haven't seen this mock-up, this design I'm about to show you, it's gorgeous. Have a look at this. I mean, just the stuff that is going on the design. I don't even know where to look. And the color scheme is just to die for. It's my childhood dream. If I imagine a sweet shop, this will probably what it looks like on the shelves. And so this is a project. Quite a few of us started together maybe a month ago or so. Time flies, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 5-6 weeks ago. And I've been making pretty good progress. But of course, you know, working alongside with so many projects. But today is a great day to give it some love and maybe move forward a little bit more. And so let's have a look at where I am today with this project. So this is a regular size and regular colors as well. This design, for whatever reason, doesn't come with max colors. So I'm quite happy working with regular colors. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. But you can see this is where I am. This is quite a large piece, and I'm on the upper corner here. And in terms of the stats, let's have a look. I'll try not to erase anything today, okay? Let's just bear that in mind. And the sprint I started last time was still running. So let me just close that one. And let me see. Let me just make double sure. Okay, that's the calendar. And this is the sprint. And I kind of want to clear my last sprint. It's just my preference. I know I can just keep it, but it's a little bit messy. So I'm going to just quickly, yes, this is a sprint. I'm deleting, okay? I'll try not to repeat yesterday's sort of performance there. So this is okay to delete. Calendar isn't. Do not delete anything here. It will erase, you know, all the marked stitches that you made. And so currently I'm on just over 2%. If you look at the progress there, 2.16, and you know, I'm not mad about that. I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. And in terms of the colors, it's about 88 colors there. So quite a typical number for a regular piece here. So I'll talk a little bit about how I'm going to proceed with this piece here. And I would love to know who are with me in the chat today, who are joining me. Hello, hello. Sarah is the first to report to the chat. Well done. She says, yay, Sweet Shop. Yes, indeed. It just puts you in a good mood, isn't it? Just looking at the design there. And Steve is here as well. Hello, hello. Popcorn, please. I know it does remind you of those popcorn paper cups. And Michelle Brown is also here. Howdy, everyone. And Leslie McLean is also joining us. Wonderful. Suzanne, good to see you. Busy Mom is also joining us. Wonderful. Hope you're not too busy today. Oh, Busy Mom says, I just purchased this pattern, this one, on Hate Sell, but got to order my fabric. Yes, I know. I try not to keep too much fabric, you know, extra fabric, because otherwise I'll be starting new projects left, right and center. Not that I don't. But well done. This is beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous piece here. And Nikki, oh, the calamari stitcher, Nikki is here. Very, very naughty. Maddie is also here. She says hello. Whoa, hello. Hang on a second. Maddie says, oh, showing off again, Maddie. Already? We've just started. She says, hey, oh, 12,000 stitches in on the 4 blocks. Each square is 400 stitches. Well done, Maddie. Oh, she's unstoppable. She's firmly going in our alien club here. And Chloe C as well. Hello, hello. She says, hi all. Thank you for whoever said that the hate is on sale today. I've got my first one. Oh, goodness. Chloe says, I've got my first one and started today. That is efficiency. So you got the pattern and you got it started today. Well, you kitted it, really fast. Amazing. And let's have a look. Wendy 2025 is here as well. Welcome. Vaduhi. Hello, hello. And Frank Cummings as well. Thank you. Welcome back. And Kimberly is also here with us. Good to see you. And let's see, Susan, of course, Susan. She says, hiya, everyone. And Michelle Brown says, I've started to use this. I started using the Spin Well app to tell me what to work on. I don't like making decisions. I know. I mean, the lens we go to try to, figure out what to work for next. Normally, I just talk to my work. If I just, take them out, have a look, and just look at the stitches, and maybe, few words, start a little bit of conversation with them. Normally, I know which one I'm going to work with that particular day. But that's me. And there are different methods, temperature, spinning well, throwing the darts, wherever. Maybe get the cat or the doggies to pick one for you. Amazing. And Mirroring is here as well. Hello, hello, welcome. And Laura is also here joining us. And Betty Lou Taylor is also here. Amazing. And Ashley Wilkinson. Janelle is waking up in Australia. She says good morning. And Serena as well. Hello, everyone. Have a nice stitching evening, she says. And Heather House as well. Good to see you. And oh, blushing pink stitches. I think it's a new person in the chat as well. Welcome. And maybe she's been lurking. I don't know. Maybe unlurked herself. Amazing. I love it. And Everyday Creator is also here. Oh man. So let's have a look. So this piece I haven't worked on maybe over about 10 days or so. And which is not too bad considering how many pieces I've got. And so today, this piece, I'm working on 28 counts, and I'm doing 2 over 1 10 stitches. So this is my first 28 count project ever. So I was really nervous when I first started it, and I started it live here with everyone else. And but it's been going really well. I think I made the right choice in terms of the fabric count, because now I'm officially in love with 28 counts. I love it. And it just feels a little bit sort of lighter to work with comparing to 25. I've got many projects that's 25 counts. So this one I'm doing 10 stitches. So technically it's a little bit faster, but you know me, no guarantee there. So let's see how I'm doing today. And as you can see, I started a sprint which will capture my stitches today. And by the end of every session, we play a little game here. Okay, and if you're new to the chat, this is how it works. You just come up with a random number and join in. That's it. That's really it. So I hope you will join me at the end of the session and try to guess how many stitches I made. Well, maybe you can start counting now if you're really cunning, like Steve. I bet he secretly just count every stitch I make it. So here we go. So I'm using DMC floss here, And so, you know, because it's got such a rich colors and it works quite well with 10 stitches, it's got pretty good coverage here. So today I moved my fabric a little bit. So up to this point, I've been working on from the top left corner there with the, you know, the purple drape, the curtain there, really dramatic color, you know, very cinematic, you know, like stage and everything, theater. And now I move the fabric slightly toward the center, not quite there. I would like to, you know, dip into this kind of tussle area there. There's quite a lot going on, a lot of brown. But I'm interested in this corner. I've been trying to kind of put a few more stitches in the last session here, so you can see a little bit of a blue and green emerging here, and maybe move, you know, extend this line a little bit more toward the side. So I'll improvise as I go, and so you probably know me by now. I change my mind at any moment. You know, as I stitch, I do what I want. So that's it. That's the plan. The plan is just do whatever I want. And let me bring on my app view here. And so, and there's a markup as well. So you can reference and pick up, you know, pick out my errors. Yes. So here we go. So I think to start with, I'm going to work with some stronger colors just to warm up, you know, my little hands here. And let me zoom in a little bit more. Maybe around this area, put in a few more stitches here. And, you know, get things started. And guys, let me know what you Nikki, the calamari stitcher. It's official. And let me know what you're working on. And your power snacks and power drinks. I need to know everything. I want a full report here. So I am going to just do the light bulb and flip over and pick a color I like and get it started. Right. Oh, I know. I have found my first victim here. It looks gorgeous. This gorgeous green here. Beautiful. Right in the center there. So the first victim, my first victim is 959. 959. Beautiful. So my DMC organizer is also getting, you know, busier as I'm adding more and more colors. So with this project, I did not kit it up. And that's the benefit of having a master set. I just add colors as I go along. And so far, I have added maybe 3-4 colors that's new to the set. And I may come across more today. Who knows? So I am going to just take one strand and fold it in half. And do a loop stitch to start with. Nice and easy here. Badu, he says, I've got 3 more patterns from Hey Sale. I know, it's on sale, guys. Go grab them. Yes. And get some patterns that you can join me with the Sao as well, you know. On Monday, we have Chiro Marchetti. Wednesday, we have Kim Jacobs. And Saturday, we have Aimee Stewart. And also Sunday, we do festive stitching. So I'm stitching a pattern from Etsy. And for Halloween. So I think I'm here, slightly toward the right there. And it's a beautiful start. It's gorgeous. Look at this. It's nice to leave a project for, you know, a little bit, not too long, but when you come back to it, it just feels fresh and exciting. You know, so I don't buy into the school of thought. So you have to keep working on the same piece until it's finished. It just doesn't work for me. Changes are good for the soul. That's lovely. It's so nice and quick. 10 stitches. These colors are just so pretty. So it feels like I'm having delicious sweets as I'm stitching this piece. Just so pretty. Oh, it's beautiful jade green. So good. So with this piece, I've been, when I started, I was doing, what is it, typewriter on the top part of, from upper left corner, and gradually evolved into just, you know, cross country, just stitch until the thread's finished, and you know, in no particular direction. I just follow the colors and follow the pattern to the areas I'm interested in, and that's it. And I haven't done a boomerang for a little while because I hadn't worked on 10 stitches for a few days now. So here we go, my first boomerang for in a little bit here. And so pretty. Here, 959. Let me pop it back here. So let's have a look. Trying to catch up on what everybody's working. Michelle Brown says, as soon as I log off work, I'm going to work on let's have a look. Working on Star Wars selfie, since that's what my spin well told me to work on. I have seen the markup. I think you probably upload it, and your web as well. It's a very humorous piece. I like it. And Badu, he's working on Starry Night's Van Gogh mini window with a view by Dominique Davison, and mini log cabin home by Dominic Davison. Does that mean you're working on multiple pieces at the same time with the left hand and the right hand, one project each? Amazing. I know we have some aliens here. And Steve is drinking iced coffee and half, and stevia. Oh, very healthy. Well, stevia, well, up for debate, but it's not sugar, so it's healthy in that way. And Kimberly is working on Happy Birthday by Charlotte Bird. I bought 2 more of her patterns, which match with this piece. I love it so much. Oh, I've got to have a look. Yes, that sounds really, really nice. And Sarah says putting new floss on bobbins, drinking cold coffee, no snacks yet, and wearing purple t-shirt. Thanks for the report. Really needed to know that. Purple t-shirt. Yes, that sounds very nice. Right, let me mark these stitches before I forget. Here we go. Done. That's a very nice start. No incidents there, no frogging, no sight of, you know, reverse stitching happening just yet. Wonderful. And now, oh, this one, it takes my fancy here. Here we go. Let me flip over. It's 340. It's a lovely purple lilac. 340. Very pretty. That's the one. These colors just put you in a good mood, doesn't it? It's just so fun. It's just so playful. And Busy Moms says, I'm drinking water and listen, I'm at work. Oh, yes. Hopefully home time will be soon. And then you can play. This one, actually, there are quite a few stitches. I'm going to take another piece of this color and make the piece double the length so I can travel a little bit further. Very adventurous. And Blushing Pink Stitches says, I've just had a cup of tea and I'm also stitching on Sweet Shop. Wonderful. It always brings me joy to know that someone, you know, some of you are working on the same piece as I am at the same time. That's why sew is so fun to do. Because just know that someone else is stitching the same pattern. Here we go. Let me do a boomerang start. To warm up the technique. There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad. This one over here. I mean, today, for some reason, you know, it's 18th of September today, but we're getting a tiny bit warmer out of sudden. And tomorrow, apparently, it's going to be 25 degrees, at least in London, which is a little bit of a surprise because I thought, you know, it was all over. And I was quite ready to turn on the heating because it was, you know, a little bit nippy the last week or so. But lo and behold, it's getting a little bit warmer again. So I'm sure it won't last, but it's kind of nice. The last bit of warm weather. Beautiful. Let me look carefully. When there are quite a few stitches kind of stacked together, I just need to be a little bit more mindful here. There. This is such a joy to stitch. I love this fabric. Nikki says, I'm working on my lunch. Is that the name of your project? Enjoy your lunch, Nikki. And Chloe says, I've just started Farewell to Anger by Leonid Afremov and having some tea. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. And having some tea as well. That's wonderful, Chloe. And Michelle Fuller says, hello everyone. I'm working on Strawberry Thief and drinking water. I'm intrigued by that name, actually. And Leslie says, I'm stitching on Fox Glove Cottage by Thomas Kincaid and drinking Lady Grey tea. What is Lady Grey tea? That sounds very ladylike. Yes, That sounds lovely. And Serena is working on a river walk charm, drinking some coffee. Yes, it's a beautiful piece. I've got some leftover coffee as well. It makes me want to take a sip. Oh, I'm so easily tempted when it comes to coffee. You just need to say the word coffee or chocolate. I'm there. But today I also have my ginger tea here. This is my current favorite. So, matcha tea. It's very nice. And there. It's like stitching candy floss. I see. So Vadu, he's just got the patterns, haven't started, of course. You have to kit it up, you have to get things organized, get the fabric. But it's so exciting, isn't it? It's like very much part of the enjoyment. Is when you get the fabric, you look at it and go, oh, these beautiful stitches are going to go on top of this. And you know when you get a piece of fabric, you know, if you work on heaven and earth type of project, you know that piece of fabric is going to be with you for probably years. You know, for you to work on the project. And so it's a relationship. It feels like it's the beginning of a relationship with that piece of fabric. But of course, unless you restart, then it's bye-bye to that piece of fabric. Start breaking up. To go, well, it's me, it's not you. But I have to let you go and find someone else and stitch on a different piece of fabric. Have a good life. That way. It's this one. I'm starting to wander off a little bit, so I've got to be careful where I'm going. And blushing pink, Stitches says, I'm going to just call you blushing, okay? Or you can tell me your name, I'll try to remember. Blushing says, it is lovely working on the pattern alongside someone else. I'm not as far in because my floss took ages to come, but I love it so far. Yeah, Blushing, let me know your specs. What fabric count are you working on and what floss, for instance? I'm really interested in knowing these things. And in terms of progress, who cares, you know? One stitch, you know, even one stitch counts. It's the enjoyment you have from stitching that's most important. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so pretty. It just makes me really happy looking at this piece. Every time I look at it, my heart just skips a beat and go, oh, geez, this is so stunning. And if you want this pattern, today will be now is a very good time because Hay is having a sale. Go grab it. It's so lovely. I need to stop saying that. I can't help it. I'm just so happy stitching it. And I'm too scared to ask Nikki how far she's gone, because oh dear. One, two, three. Yeah. I love this fabric. Oh. Hey, Joyce. Welcome. The Cunning Fox, Joyce, has joined the chat. Yes, blushing. It is nippier in the evening, particularly last few days. And I was resisting putting on heating because of, well, you know, it's only September, maybe wait till October. But I was really tempted. It was getting a little bit, you know, a little bit cold in the evening. But today, suddenly, is so much warmer. Oh, shall I keep going? I'm so tempted, just keep traveling. Just follow the color. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable, you know, traveling a little bit further with 10 stitches. Now I can read all the stitches a little bit better. And lo and behold, I'm going to be frogging before I finish the sentence. An everyday creator says, and stitching the red alphabet samplers, oh, and drinking water snack will be hazelnut dark chocolate square. No, hazelnut and square and chocolate, they're made in heaven. Oh, yes, I can taste it. I can taste it. That's a great choice. I do have some chocolate, but no, not hazelnut flavor. That sounds lovely. And talk about, I don't know what your piece looks like, the red alphabet, but I do have one that is a sampler, involves alphabets as well. Let me see if I can find the pattern there. They're paper patterns. I don't know whether you guys know this pattern. It's called 101 alphabet. So I got this one. They only come in paper, sort of paper version. And I got this maybe over a year ago. And I love it. I don't do this type of samplers that often, but this is so gorgeous. And it's from Redwood Manor. And but I haven't started because I couldn't find a piece of fabric I like. or big enough, because I think I was trying to remember. I think it recommends, trying to, I guess, sidetracked here, but I have to show you this. It recommends 36 count and 2/2. Okay, so that's a recommended size. But I was looking for 40 counts that I can do 2/2. So, but I couldn't find 40 counts fabric that's big enough for this piece. It's massive. This is really large. It's a lot involved. So, because you mentioned the alphabet, that reminded me of this piece. And I would love to start it at some point. It's so pretty. Look at this. And I would love to find a piece of nice fabric, maybe slightly, I wouldn't mind sort of hand dyed, you know, to make it look slightly more antique-y. It would be nice sort of a side dish to have alongside all the full coverage. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So just wanted to mention that. If anybody knows, can point me to, you know, not super expensive, you know, fabric, but just because a lot of hand dyed fabric is just so expensive. But I just want something that looks decent, maybe a little bit antique-y, and 40 count fabric. I think it would be the right one, the good one for me. Blushing says, I'm working on 25 count 1/1 full cross. 25 count is my go-to method. I'm using CXC, which I'm fallen back in love with again. Yes, I love CXC. If you watch this channel, you will know I'm a big fan of CXC. Yes, so that sounds lovely. Yeah, 25 count is perfect. No debate there. I think I'm move down a little bit more. I'm getting a little bit adventurous here. Just want to follow this beautiful purple here. These ones are done. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3 from the right. Need to count 3. There. I think this might be a good point to end the thread there without wandering too far. Oh, really enjoy that. 340. Oh, Betty. Betty says, Blushing also has a wonderful floss tube channel. I love watching her progress on Aimee's stitching shelf. Blushing, you've been hiding from me. You're a floss tuber. Another one. Join the channel. Wonderful. We have many floss tuber. Quite a lot of floss tubers joining the channel, coming to the chat. I don't know how many more are watching. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I'm learning from all of you. So here we go. So Blushing Pink Stitches, I will come to visit your channel for sure. And Blushing is a floss tuber as well. Wonderful. Oh, Janelle, I have Janelle's approval today. Janelle says, yes, stitch the color out. Yesterday she was frowning all the way through, I bet, with the development of yesterday's project. So I'm very happy. Janelle is happy as well. Wonderful. And here we go. Let's move up and pick another color and go. Right. Why not pick another purpley color? Oh, not that one. This one. Sounds lovely. 155. 155. Let me see how many stitches I've got here. I'm going to just change the outline to red for this area because quite a lot of blues there. It's just everything kind of blended in. That's better. All right then. Oh dear, hang on a second. My doorbell just went off. It's all good now. Sorry, it's a parcel for one of my neighbors. It's quite late for a parcel. It's 9 o'clock. Very unusual. And Susan is asking, what are the dimensions, Yogi? Are you referring to the other piece for the alphabet? Let me have a look. Because the recommendation is I don't know the exact number. I've got it written down somewhere, but what is recommended here is 36 count, and I want 40 counts. So I presume it will be smaller than recommended size, but it's 499 to 499, so it's 500 by 500, 40 counts. So I have to do a calculation to find a decent piece of fabric to do it. But on top of my head, I don't know. Oh, hello, Sandrine. Bonjour de France. So, yeah, that's my terrible butchered French there. Welcome, I presume. You're from France? Oh, geez. Hang on a second. There you go. I don't know what's going on there. Someone is already there to pick up the parcels. They keep ringing my doorbell. Seriously? Stop it. And Betty says, I also love her Instagram. She's an inspiration. Wow, that sounds lovely. I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. What is going on out there with the parcels? I have no idea. And I was just reading, Steve's comment here. Yes, Steve says, yesterday life was quite entertaining. Yogi was about to call you out for drinking something boozy again. Really? Did I sound like I was drinking anything boozy yesterday? I thought I was very, very normal yesterday. Well, Steve, that's the thing. If I sound tipsy, that's just me, because I haven't drank for many years, so I don't need it. I can produce the same effect all by myself. And Nikki says, I have the alphabet chart too. Oh, wow. Have you worked on it yet? Can we start together? Let me know where you get your fabric. Jeez. As long as, there's no squid on the peas, I'm happy to stitch anything with you. All right? And Steve says, you want at least 30 by 30 piece of 40 count. Yeah, I was looking for a decent piece of maybe around that size. So that's incorporating the margin, I presume. And yeah, I'll need to have a look out, because there are some larger pieces, but the ratio just not correct. Maybe the length width is sufficient, but the length is not, and so on and so forth. So, and Betty says, be careful answering doorbells like that at night. Yes, I know. You have to be very mindful, because people pretend to be all sorts of things, like delivery person, or like food delivery, or trying to ask you to get something for your neighbor. But if it's late at night, I'm a lot more mindful. During the day is, I'm a bit more relaxed, but you just don't know. Steve says, no, it was just all a whoopsies. You're having trouble. I know yesterday was weird, because yesterday, just so many things kind of happen all together. It's the fact that I was restarting, and then I erased all the mark stitches by accident. I just wasn't looking, because it happened before. So normally I'm quite mindful not to accidentally delete the logs. But I think it's quite weird, don't you think? The way Saga handles the marked stitches. They're linked to the calendar, daily log of stitches. I think they should be separate though. With all the other apps, they're all completely separate. Let me find my spot here. So yesterday, but I think I managed to kind of, fix that by the end of the stream, don't you think? I think it went okay. In my mind, I think it went okay. And I really like that piece now, because the stitches are nice and flat, and it's not too the stitches are not too full, and the coverage is pretty good, so I'm happy. Let me have a look. Where am I? I think it's that one. Betty says, I have the cat ABC chart from Hade. I also bought that, bought just the B first. Oh, are they sort of one alphabet per piece? Oh dear. How many pieces are there? Jeez. Yes, that's going to be a massive, epic project. Susan's S is for squid. Oh no, squid has entered the chat again. I thought today we're going to be calamari free, stream, but it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. Yes, Nikki, deal. Nikki says I haven't started yet, and we'll have to check the dimensions. We can start together, and let me know what stitch counts you're going to be doing. I'll I'd like to know these things. Purple here. Hang on, this is wrong location. It's one stitch up. Yeah, Nikki, it would be very nice kind of palette cleanser, alongside the full coverage pieces. And it's so pretty as well. This one's slightly tricky, finding all the right spots, because it's quite scattered, this one. The stitches are everywhere. This one over here, that way. And I lost a strand. It's all going really well. Steve says 30 by 30 inches would give a 2.5 margin. Okay. So 30 inches. I see. Yeah, I was looking around Etsy to try to find a decent piece of fabric, and I just gave up because I just couldn't find one that kind of works. Because I think 32 counts, 2/2 would be too big. I kind of wanted to be a little bit, a bit tinier, but not too tiny. Let me see if I can, let me move down then. Hang on. There's a few more stitches here. Maddie says, I'll be ordering Canyon Dancer by Hay next week. It's going to be a gift for a good friend. The pattern itself or the project? So you're going to finish it and give it to that person? Or are you gifting the person the pattern? I think the first one's a little bit easier and quicker. Just give them a pattern and go, hey, just go and stitch it yourself. Well, they could be waiting for years. And in my case, might be never. It'd be empty promise. Susan says, why are you thinking of 40 count? I'm just thinking about the finish size because recommended fabric count 32 and you do 2/2. For me, that's 18 count, isn't it? Whereas that's slightly big for me. I kind of want them to be a little bit more sort of, slightly more intricate looking. And so I think 40 counts will make it 20 count size stitches, which is kind of, in my mind, that feels good. Hey, Frankie. Hello, hello. Let's go for the next one. So far, so good. It's always a relief when all the stitches match up, because I always panic and get, go, oh my goodness, when you look around and things kind of don't match up. So it's quite nice when you go, hey, I'm doing it correctly. It's all working out. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of red. So I'm starting to fill up this space there. Here we go. Oh, all right. Fine. There are only few stitches here. 3 or 4 here. Fine. So 3705. 3705. $3705. Where is it? 36. There you go. It's a little pink color, orangey, salmony color. So 28 by 28 for 22 counts. 22 counts. 25 by 25 for 25 inch. My head is spinning, Steve. I can't count. Nikki says, I love 40 count for 1/2. Yeah, exactly. Is it 1/2 or 2/2 is good? Because it's 20 counts technically in terms of stitch size. I think 1/2 is quite nice. Because you don't want it to be too bulky, And coverage is not really an issue for this type of project. you know, it's good to keep it nice and light. I'm just looking at, I think the recommended strands number is oh, it's got backs. Oh, so there are different stitches. So it's recommending 2 strand, 2 threads linen, 2/2, but I think, you know, it's for 36 count. Yes, I was looking for ivory linen. I think I was trying to find something that matches that description, but I couldn't find anything that kind of the right size. So yeah, I think here it says the cross stitch portion is two strands, back stitch single strand, but I think it's probably quite okay to keep everything single strand. I think, you know, I mean, I don't know, some areas might be benefited with slightly fuller coverage. I don't know. I think to keep things simple, just have everything single strand should be quite nice. Mandy, hello, hello. Steve says you would need a full yard of 40 count for that pattern. Full yard. Is that why it's quite hard to buy? Because I just couldn't find one that fits that size. I think I did the calculation last time, but it just... There you go. So Nikki, where are you on this piece? Have you, are you continuing with your alien cross-country method? 3705. Susan says, try ecru for ivory. What does that mean? Is it just, is that the same shade? What does that mean? Susan, you need to decode it for me, because I don't get it. Nikki says, oh yeah, I'll probably do 32. It has 1/1/2. Oh, so it's got tiny stitches as well. Hang on. So do you think it's not a good idea to do 40? Because it's got really, really tiny ones. Yeah, but if it's 32, you need really massive fabric. I don't know. Here we go. 4. There. I do this one. 3608. 3608. 0.08. I'll probably take 2 strands, a longer piece. Oh, Susan says this fabric description. They might use acrylic in the description instead of ivory. Are they the same thing? Because I never quite know what that means. It's a color, isn't it? Okay, I will. Thank you, Susan. Susan's being nice to me today. And normally she just, try to tease me and roast me constantly. But today she's being very nice. We're trying to bring out the fact that I did 60 stitches the other day, okay? I'd like to remind you, I did 9K in one occasion, okay? And it's true because it's on my app. It must be true. I'm a 9K stitcher, all right? Nikki says, regarding this piece she's working on, she says, I have 21,000 and still working on 898 brown for Sweet Shop. 21K. I don't want to look at my stat just yet, but I'm sure it's not it's not very close to that number. Seriously. She's on 21,000 stitches on this one and still has time to stitch squids. Seriously. Right, I'm gonna end this one here and move on to the right there. There are a few more stitches. So there are more stitches on this end, but I don't want to take it across this bit because it's a stitch area. So I'd rather end it and then take my thread over to the right there. I'm just happier that way. So Joy says 500 by 500 stitches over 2 on 36 count is not that big. That's the same as over 1 in 18 counts. That's correct, yeah. And think of Hey Sweet Shop is 700 stitches. Why? 700 stitches. Why? Because 18 count, I'm trying to think, it's just probably slightly smaller than the piece I was working on yesterday. Yesterday I was working on 20 count. Yeah, so it's probably not that big. It's just that I saw someone on YouTube working on 32 count, and it looked big. maybe just certain part of the design there, the pattern there, it just looked kind of big. But I think 32, yeah, there might be a good idea to follow what the artist or the creator has just suggested. Maybe is 32 for good reasons. I don't know. I'm open to that. Quite a few over here. Let me move it over. Michelle, Michelle, is true. It's 9K. It was on my app, okay? Michelle, you saw it right in front of your eyes. It happened. Don't laugh. It says 9K, okay? Sarah was there as well. You can verify that, Sarah. Susan says, if you look at your master set, you should have a crew on it. Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, I don't have it here, but I have it on my in my DMC drawer. For some reason, it hasn't come up on my patterns just yet, so I don't have it right here. But I'm guessing it's probably a shade of white, like off-white or something. This is so pretty. I love it. All the pink colors. You know, with this piece, I don't mind a bit of shininess. It works really well with the MC. I just love it. It's a candy floss. Heather says, I was backtracking and heard you wanting an antique looking fabric. Have you tried tea or coffee dyeing? It's easy to do and much cheaper than buying hand dye from someone else. It works well. I have seen people doing it, but I'm just a bit nervous because, you know, if I get a nice piece of fabric and then do it myself, but let's say if it comes out too dark or not the pattern I like, then, you know, it's a little bit of it's a bit risky, I'm just saying. Because with samplers, you know, the fabric's showing through, so if I don't like the effect, I pretty much have destroyed a piece of fabric, wouldn't I? Oh, hang on. Have I got 1, 2? 1, 2 here. Okay. I missed a stitch here. Oh dear. Oh no. Have I? Uh, oh dear. Oh dear. Shall I? I think I may have. It's okay. I mean, 10 stitches are very easy to frog, okay? I have no problem with that. And this will be a good opportunity to just show you what reverse stitching is like. It just traces all the way back, you know. This is for demonstration purposes, okay? And it's very, very easy. It's like watching the video backwards. Just reversing. It's a new technology from YouTube. You just play backwards, okay? It's live, but you're just playing backwards. And it's quite exciting to watch, isn't it? You just go, whoa, amazing. I thought it was going forward, but it's going backwards. Yes, indeed. It's just, it's just one of those features, you know. It's only possible year 2025. It's brand new. It's from YouTube. You just hit a button and you're just playing backwards like this now, what you're watching now. It looks like it's good, you know, totally convincing, isn't it? But you're actually just watching the replay backwards, okay? I know. It's riveting. Here we go. Oh, now we can play it forward one more time. No problem at all. Janelle, put that away, Janelle. Okay? Put that away. And I personally blame this stitch because I use this little brown stitch as a reference, and this brown stitch is actually not in a correct position. So basically it's like blind leading the blind, okay? So it's not me. I'll just blame that stitch right there. I trusted it, but it betrayed my trust. So now it's all good now. 1, 2, 3. All right. So yes, it's not me. It's that little stitch there. Hi, Aimee. Changing the subject. Hey, Aimee. Good to see you. Nikki, are you going to do 36 then? Yeah, then I'll do 36. I don't want to mess it up. All right then. But the fabric, yeah, then I'll need a much bigger fabric, don't I? So Susan says acrylic is a light cream. Yes, cream is kind of whitish anyway. It's got a slightly beige tone, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds like a nice, you know, color for this piece. Two. I think I'm okay this time. One, two. I mean, to be honest, if I didn't, you know, fix it and just stitch over, you know, just keep stitching, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But I'm honest, you know. I need to fix it. I'll fix it. I'll do the reverse stitching technique. Oh, Aimee, we were talking about this one. Look, watch with envy, okay? I've got this pattern. I bought it maybe over a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. It's called 101 Alphabet. It's actually quite known. It's a rosewood manner. I love their patterns. Oh, every time I look at them, it's just, you know, I haven't done any of them yet. But yes, this is the one. Alphabet. Yeah, so gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm trying to find the piece of fabric to do it. And Nikki's got a copy as well, so we're gonna do it together. Jams, hello, good to see you. She says, hi, happy time zones lurking. Yes, unlearn yourself. Jamie has unlearned herself. Oh, Jamie says you can always use the fabric on a full coverage if you don't like the dye job. Yeah, but it's just terrible. You have to get another piece of fabric, and it's going to be quite a large piece as well. It's just a little bit risky because if I'm doing the dyeing, you know, tea dye or whatever all the time, I know what I'm doing, then I'll probably give it a go. But, you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, you know, the probability of messing it up is pretty high. And it's a little bit upsetting if I, you know, have to kill a new piece of fabric as well. But I quite like that sort of antique effect. It doesn't have to be, you know, if I don't find a fabric like that, it's okay. I can live with that. But I would, you know, it would be nice to have something like that because it would go with the pattern so well. Michelle Fuller says, it was 9K forward stitching or backward stitching. Yeah, a little bit of forward and backwards and anywhere in between. Thanks, Michelle. Yes, according to Joyce, I go backwards faster, quicker than going forward. It's harsh, but it might be true. See, everybody's getting so cheeky. Seriously. Oh no, Betty's got emoji. Joy says, I can give you a link to a shop in Netherlands. They specialize in good quality fabric. You can select English on the website and they ship outside out of the country. Is it going to be quite expensive? Because, you know, with shipping and also if it's, you know, specialized shop, it's going to be super pricey. I mean, it's kind of a side project. I'd love to, you know, like do it and enjoy it, but within reason. Oh, it's a little bit zoomed out. Hang on. Didn't even notice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting now. Oh, Aimee knows the pattern. Yes. 101 alphabets. And yes, it's quite big actually. It's big. It looks like fun though. It's got so much going on. That's the type of pattern I like. Betty says, what is the stitch count on the 101 chart? Is around 500 by 500 really. It's 499 by 499, so it's 500 by 500. So quite a lot of stitches, considering it's not full coverage. Hello, Dolly. Hey, babe. You all right? Why does it look like this? 1 over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Nikki, do you think it's the similar size to a super size Max color? That's huge, isn't it? 32 count. Steve, I'm used to it. All right, bring it on. All right. Susan, did you say the word chocolate? Oh, hot chocolate. Oh, Susan is having hot chocolate. No, I want one too. Or I can just have some chocolate. Uh, 1, 2. I've got some cold coffee, and I can just have a piece of chocolate, and it's going to taste like hot chocolate. Ish. There is just one stitch over there. I'm very tempted to just go over there and do this one. Should I just bring it downwards then? Oh, I'm getting adventurous here. I'm coming all the way down here. Let's see if I can use up the entire piece of thread. So Betty says it's not that large really if you look at the Hay charts. Yeah, but super size is pretty big. Joy says, no, they have fair prices, but I don't know about the shopping costs. They do have the bell tip needles. So you could get a few of those to try out. Oh, you mean those ballpoint ones? I don't know. It sounds really weird. Yes, please, you know, if you put, send out the link, I'll have a browse. I'll have a sneaky little peek. Might run away, but yeah, I think the shipping is probably going to be the thing. There you go. Hi, Rochelle. Rochelle says, hello, everyone. Finally back from my mini vacation. All I could think about while away is stitching and missing relaxing time with Yogi. Oh, Rochelle, you come back to us. Great choice. Great choice. I hope you enjoy your vacation, your break there. Yes, I mean, stitching is just, you know, it's just like holiday, isn't it? Every day's holiday. Stitching together. You don't need vacations. Just come here. You know, I'm one of those people that you really have to hold me at gunpoint to get me to go anywhere, like holiday, because I find it so exhausting. And so life for me is holiday, you know, I'm doing what I love. And so it's relaxing. I don't need a break from it. So, and whereas particularly traveling is exhausting. So, you know, traveling is not holiday. Traveling is more like project. You know, you do it for specific reasons. But if you just want to relax, I'm relaxing. Sarah says, has anyone used a bobbin winder? Do you need a winder to do bobbins? She says, I think it's faster to just do it by hands. I always did it by hands. I don't use bobbins anymore. I'm not the biggest fan of bobbins. Nikki says, I see someone use a power tool to wind it. Who did that? Is there a YouTube video that we can watch? That is so unnecessary. Hey, Maddie, welcome. Here we go. Next one. These are such pretty colors. Let me see. I'll try to fill up this area as well. It's almost done. Here we go. 891. 891. I'm gonna have a sip on my tea here. And maybe have a piece of chocolate. How's that? Oh, lovely. Very nice. I might have a piece of chocolate actually. I think this is going to be the chocolate of my choice today. Black Forest, still unopened. Because I tried remember the other day I had this one. Remember the other day I had this one, Sea Dog. To be honest, I haven't gone back for the second piece. I'll be honest with you. So if you're buying it, well, you know, maybe you like it. Not too sure about this one, lime and sea salt. But this one I know I like. I've had it before. So this one is safe to have. So there you go, 70% cacao. Black Forest is cherry, it's cherry. Susan, look, it's cherry. Have you got a cherry flavored hot chocolate? I bet you don't. So I'm gonna have this one. Watch with envy of this beautiful chocolate here. And I've got a cup of nice cup of tea. You know, this is holiday. There you go. Ooh. There you go. Oh, it's melted a little bit. I'll try not to get it on my fabric, okay? But listen to this snap. Yes. Oh, be careful. It's okay. I'll just stitch over it. It smells really nice. I can smell cherry. Love them. Look. Yum. Much better. Much better than Sea Dog. I don't know, Sea Dog just tastes, I don't know, it just tastes a little bit soapy. I don't know why that is, just from my taste bud. Captain Squirrel, welcome, my darling. Come here. Steve says, seriously though, Yogi, your chance of success with tea dyeing is greater than the chance of failure. Just experiment on a little scrape, if you're that worried. Well, the thing is, tea dye, as far as I watched a couple of videos quite a while back. It doesn't look hard, but I think my worry is more of the kind of effect is not really that predictable. It's a bit random, isn't it? So so that's my worry. If it comes out too dark or, you know, the patterns I don't like, then it just, yes, I know. Maybe I can try it on a smaller piece of fabric, but then you just never know. So, oh, I highly recommend this. If you can get it from where you are, highly recommend it. Montezuma's Black Forest, so delicious, so good. No affiliation there, you know. They don't know me, I don't know them. But I recommend it. or the power tool. Power tool has entered the chat. Mia says, I have cherry flavored chocolate. Oh, hot chocolate. That's true. I remember you mentioned the cherry flavored chocolate, hot chocolate, rather. That sounds nice too. I have to look it up. It's options, isn't it? 891. 891. Very delicious color, just like my chocolate. I think I'm gonna just take, or maybe 2 pieces. Why not? And this one has got like bits in there as well. Maybe it's cherry bits. Oh, it's gorgeous, delicious. Suzanne says, I just went and got some chocolate with soft hazelnut filling. That sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. Yes. Let's enjoy chocolate together and stitch together. Oh, lovely. A nice cup of tea. You don't need holiday. This is holiday. Gonna do a little boomerang. Susan is getting mad. Don't have cherry, don't care. Hot chocolate's lovely. Yeah, I agree with you. It's a little bit, you know, quite a lot of stitches together. It's doable. And I have to have another piece. Sorry, guys. So good. Right. And this one, end here. There's a few more over here. Suzanne says tea dyeing is really easy. Well, you know, you're a fabric expert. It's probably easy for you, but it sounds really scary because once you dye the fabric, it's done. You can't redo it. You can't really fix it. So maybe I need to practice on some fabric. So I'm thinking whether I should take it. I might end this right here. It's tidier. And there are a few more at the bottom though. Mia says, I feel as if the cherry chocolate is my doing after telling you about my cherry hot chocolate powder. No, this one I got before that actually. So this one I had before, and I got this one. I think it was Saturday, wasn't it, everyone? It was Saturday. We did the, you know, the voting for which one I should have first. And then everybody was voting for this one. So, I would have another bite. It's gorgeous. But cherry chocolate, hot chocolate, I haven't come across that one. So I'd be interested. Abony says, you guys talking about chocolate is making me drool. I'm sad. With grapes and apple after indulging on holiday. Well, grapes and apples are just delicious, equally delicious. Nice and sweet. Apples are great. Steve, I can hear you. I can hear you, Steve. Steve says, Nikki, tell Yogi she can't tea dye fabric, see if it works. No, Steve, you got it wrong, because that strategy works really well with Nikki. You just tell Nikki and go, hey, I bet Nikki, you can't stitch royal rolls, can you? And she will rush over and try to do it to prove you wrong. And whereas me, I just go, yeah, no, I can't do it. You can't make me. Michelle says, if you don't like the color of the dye, just dye over it with a different color. Or dye with a darker color. Don't be afraid. But wouldn't that just get weird? Wouldn't that just look like an accident? Some sort of weird accident just exploded on the fabric. So if you don't like the dye, just dye over it and just get darker and darker, wouldn't it, Michelle? And you're going to end up with a piece of very dark fabric. Oh, no, it sounds very scary. No, you're not selling it. You're not selling it to me. What about coffee? Can you use coffee as well? I wonder. Let me see, where shall I go with this? I think I'm gonna end this one here. Suzanne says, what brand is the cherry hot chocolate? Oh, Mia. I think Mia's, yeah, it's an option, isn't it? But my worry is because it's pre-mixed chocolate, it's probably got a lot of added sugar in it. I like to be able to adjust how sweet I want it. And should I take it over? No, I think I'm good. Gonna end this color here. A91. Let's have a look. Next color. What shall I go with? Oh, let me mark these ones. Sarah says, I like cinnamon in my hot chocolate. I'm trying to think. Cinnamon. You know, with cappuccino, for instance. So, I'm trying to think. I think in Italy, they put cinnamon, or is it magnet? Not what am I saying? What is that spices? I think in Italy, I think you're supposed to put cinnamon, but over here in the UK, for some reason, they put chocolate, sprinkled chocolate. I mean, they look similar, but totally different flavor here. I think you can probably choose cinnamon as well in some places for cappuccino, but chocolate with cinnamon, yeah, I think that works. Good to have you, busy mom. Safe journey. I'll see you soon. What? Nikki, where? Which bit? Nikki says you stitched front hash symbol. What do you mean? Where? That's correct. It's all good. Nikki's trying to scare me. And the circle symbol. Which one? I don't know what you're talking about. It's too late, Nikki. Let it go, okay? I'm gonna just cover my track when I get there. You won't be able to tell. I bet you won't be able to tell. So Suzanne is on tea dive, I presume. She says, I've done both of them in the same batch. Gives a really interesting two-tone effect. So you, all right, you're talking about tea and coffee at the same time. I guess I'm trying to imagine tea colors probably come out a little bit darker, kind of darker brown, and coffee could be just coffee brown. I don't know. I'm just thinking that they're kind of similar, isn't it? Oh, Steve says coffee is what I use. So are they interchangeable? Kind of similar effect. Susan says stitch on black. Okay. You mean on black fabric? You do it, Susan. No, that doesn't sound like fun. Michelle says you can dye with lots of different, lot of things. Coffee, beads. Oh yeah, of course, and turmeric. Yes, these are natural kind of coloring. You know, kind of natural dye from nature, isn't it? I bet that's how people used to do it. You know, back in those days, whatever days that is. Let me pick this one then. There we go. 3609. 3609. Baby pink. Baby pink. We take 2 strands. So Steve is wondering if you mix all of them together, what will happen? So turmeric is yellow and beet is red and coffee is brown. You're going to end up with, I don't know, traffic light. I don't know. Probably come out. But coffee, it's got some red in it. So it will blend into the red from beetroot. Coffee and beets probably blend together. Turmeric, I'm not sure. Turmeric is yellow, isn't it? I knew it. Suzanne is probably quite experienced with fabric coloring. That's why she goes, oh, it's no biggie, it's really easy. Right, let me start from here. Let me see. 1, 2. There. Oh yeah, no miss. So I got it wrong. So that one. Oh, Suzanne says, Michelle says hot mess. We had hot mess yesterday as well. But 1, 2, 3. Suzanne says beet actually makes it yellow or green. Oh, how weird. But beetroot, when you say beet, I'm thinking beetroot. But beetroot is bright red, isn't it? Oh dear. No, 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 no. Suzanne says most natural dyes are brown, green, yellow. Yeah. Heather says, Yogi, you could try tea dyeing on a small piece of fabric to test it out. Yeah, I presume I could. It's just because, that type of dyeing method, it's not always predictable, is it? It's more of kind of, you do it and then hope for the best. It's going to come out the way you like it because you can't really control it. Can't really control it that much. So that's the part I'm not too sure about. And a piece of fabric. I mean, I presume you could just keep dyeing and use it for other projects. But I can't imagine I will have any project that I'll need a very dark piece of fabric. Might never happen. Hey, Linda. Linda Anderson says, hi, Yogi. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Are you stitching today? If so, let me know what you're stitching. I need to know these things. There are probably quite a lot of plants that you could use for colouring. What about spinach? Can you can you make a fabric green with spinach? It's full of iron. Linda says, yes, I'm stitching Folk Witch by Medusa Dough Maker, charted by Gecko Rouge. Very nice. I do like Gecko Rouge. Hang on, let me make sure this one is correct. Right. Where should I go? I am going to go over there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 4 from top. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Otimo is joining us as well. She says, hello, I'm stitching on Arabic Princess by Hate. Oh, sounds very exotic. Welcome back. Going to take a sip of my tea. It looks almost like some sort of abstract painting going on there. Picasso. Or one of those, artists, they just splash paint on the wall and call it a piece of artwork. It's a little bit like that. Yes, Suzanne is our fabric expert. She will know. Just following this color now. One, two. Keep going on there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, I got this one wrong. Reverse stitching method. I think I'm going to end here to be sensible. Three, 6, 0, 9. Let's see. 208, 208. Nice purple. Ice dyeing. But ice has no color. I'm probably missing something here. Right. 1, 2. It is such a joy to stitch. That's so pretty. That is so pretty. And just one more down here. Two zero eight. Three 805. We haven't got spooky bingo today. 3805. Three 805. Right. One, two. So Susan, you bought some patterns from is it pain-free pain-free cross stitch or something like that? I had a look at the website a couple of days ago. Do they only do physical patterns, kind of paper patterns or kits? Because they have a few John O'Brien pieces, but I couldn't find any PDF downloads. Do they only do paper patterns? Because on the website, I only saw options for either paper printed patterns or you get a whole kit. Pain-free craft, yes. And they're based in Scotland, I think. There's another one down here. It's kind of unusual because most companies either they do digital downloads, they do patterns, or maybe they only want to sell you kits, you know, like Gecko Rouge. But it's quite unusual if they sell you paper patterns. They sell you patterns, but only paper versions. Jam Jam says they should do PDF. I couldn't see the option though. I looked at the drop down. It's either printed pattern, which I presume that means paper pattern, actually printed, or just you have to get an entire kit with materials. Let's have a look. So this one is 3340. 3340. Quite a few, so I'm going to take 2 pieces. This ice dyeing. Oh, it's a rabbit hole opening there with the coloring fabric dye. So Jamie reckons they do PDF. I didn't see the option though. Maybe some patterns they do, some don't. I don't know. But John O'Brien ones, it doesn't look like there's a digital download. Joy says they do PDFs, bedtime stories from Pain-Free Craft. That's weird. Maybe, I don't know. The ones I looked at, they just gave me 2 options. Either printed pattern or the entire kit. Ebony says they might be kitting it on behalf of another company, maybe from Artsy, but Pain-Free offers the kit. Oh, interesting. I can't remember the name of the chart necessarily, Jamie, but they're from John O'Brien's. There are quite a few pieces, and I just looked into a couple of them, and realized I couldn't buy the pattern because there's no download option. Maybe some of them they don't. Fran says from pain free to purchase PDF. Suzanne says for the John O'Brien's you have to go to the artsy shop, but they're sold by Pain Free Craft as well. I think maybe I saw one that didn't. I don't know. There are quite a few different patterns. Yeah, I was quite surprised too. I just think, well, surely should be an option if you're selling patterns anyway. Right, Susan says for PDFs, go to the artist shop. Is that what they tell you? Did I miss that? Do they say on the website? So those charts are actually charted by Artisy. I was under the impression maybe they chart different ones. Suzanne says there are 16 patterns on that page. So Linda says if it's a different company, they will offer the PDF with a kit, but otherwise it is a paper pattern. Oh, that's probably it. I didn't realize that. I thought that, I thought those were charted by Pain Free Craft. Didn't know they actually carry someone else's chart. That probably explained that. But they don't say it on the website, or maybe I didn't read. Maybe they did tell people to go to the Artisy. Okay, so basically they're from Artisy. Oh, Susan says it's actually they actually tell you on the website. Yeah, I probably didn't see it. I just looked at the drop down and I couldn't see the PDF. So okay, because I was looking to see if they do, sort of different pieces. There's some of the artwork I've seen I really like, but not being charted. So I was looking around different places to see if they actually exist. They're so beautiful though, isn't it? Well, let me see if there are a few more over on this side. I think it's safe to go over there. So colorful. I think when you stitch, when you're stitching this method, a lot of times you're just focusing on where the stitches should be, and before you know it, you know, the pictures suddenly appear. So it's a nice surprise. There. One, two. Fran says, I posted a picture of O'Brien's pattern with the referral info circle in red. Thank you so much, Fran. Yeah, I wasn't reading. I was just scanning the photos, not knowing that that's what they do. Thank you so much. Now that explains it. So ultimately, they all charge it by Artisy. I'll probably get a couple of them to add on top of my my whips. Why not? But there are quite a few. I've been sort of browsing his work, and he's got tons and tons of work. But majority of them, some are so beautiful, but I haven't been able to find patterns for them, which is a shame, because they're all really good candidates for patterns. I wonder if it's licensing or whatever. Betty says, I'm not familiar with John O'Brien charts. Betty, have a browse. Have a browse. It's quite a common name, so if you search for the name, probably all sorts, you know, strange looking people are gonna pop up. But if you type in John O'Brien artist or John O'Brien romantic, oh, have a look. Have a look at the artwork. It's so beautiful. Majority of them are European street views. I think that's kind of his thing. And just so strange that I've been having those 14 counts patterns. I've got 4 of them. 3 of them are from 3 out of 4 are from artwork by him, and I didn't know till very recently for some reason. How strange. Been stitching them and not knowing who actually painted it. Well, I think it's an illustration. I'm not sure if there were painting, but they're illustrations. Very nice here. Trying to see maybe a slight change of flavor and do some browns maybe. Let me see how it goes. Oh no, there's one more I can do here. Um, 956. It's nice pink. And he's got tons and tons of work popping up on Pinterest. I think people just collect them. And so they're loads. They're really, really beautiful. Susan says, I've just reposted the 2 charts I've got from Pain Free. Yes, they're gorgeous, aren't they? It's interesting because there isn't a lot of information about artists, but I think he was Irish, but lived in America. I think he lived in California or something. And he passed away quite young. I think 54, something like that, back in 2004. He's got tons and tons of artwork. out there. Interesting. I don't know what this is, but it looks very pretty. And Susan, have you started any of the charts? I'm just wondering how they're charted. Is it confetti or is it more of a kind of DMC, not DMC, dimensions type of charts? Because they're not very big. Here we go. Nine, 5, 6. 9, 5, 6. Right. I can go for one more color. So Susan hasn't started. Yeah, you've got quite a few pieces going on, aren't you? So every time I look at your whips, they're all different. Let me pick one more color here. Let me pick, this one's nice and bright. Oh, why not? Go on then. 3705. 3705. Take 2 pieces, because there are quite a few. So this one will be my final color today. A lot of pink stitching today. Pink, red, orange. Really, really nice. And Heather says, Amazon has tie-dyeing kits. They're not terribly expensive, fun to experiment with. So what do you need for, other than fabric, some tea bags, and a big pot, I presume? What else do you need? What comes in a kit? How about a piece of fabric that's already dyed? That would be good. So I don't have to do it. So I've got quite a few stitches of this color to go, and I'll see if I can kind of use up the entire piece if I could. Guys, I think I'm doing quite well today. Not bad. I mean, no sort of strange incidents happened today. Very peaceful and really pretty. But in terms of stitch counts, well, your guess is just as good as mine, because I have no idea. I don't think I'll be doing too bad today. That's my guess. But I'm surprised every day by the shocking number every day. But then this is 10 stitches, so, you know. It's quite nice. This bit is filling up. That is so pretty. And it's quite interesting that 10 stitches, once, you know, it's properly stitched, you literally cannot tell the difference between 10 stitches and 4 stitches, full cross. Not really. Ah, I see. So, Heather says the kids have many colored dyes. So it's not tea dye then. So it's just tie dye. Okay, tie dye is a bit different. So they come with different colors for you to play with. I get it. Thank you, Heather. I think I was looking for just very subtle kind of age look, you know. I'm not looking to dye it sort of different colors necessarily, just to make it a little bit more aged. And it's kind of quite complimentary for that kind of design. Right, guys, I'm on the final, I don't know, I still have a little bit of thread left, but on the final bits today. So for those of you who are new to the chat, we play a little game at the end of each stream. It's called Guess My Stitches. And all it is for you to come up with a number, any number, and see if you come close to my final completed stitches. And if you win, wow, grand prize of the respect from all the stitches, which is priceless. And you get to enjoy our buffet, our feast. Yes, you get to share the feast of emoji buffet with me. Am I selling it? Am I selling it? I think I'm selling it. Emoji buffet. I think it's delicious. I don't know about you. Let me bring on the state-of-the-art game machine, okay? This is all very high budget stuff that you're seeing here. You know, you don't get this anywhere else. It's bespoke for this channel. I built it with my bare hands, blood and tears and sweat. So we get to enjoy this game. So come forward enjoying the fun. You know, what have you got to lose? Pride? No, we don't care about that. I have no pride. Well, a little bit. But, you know, you win or you lose. That's life. So go on. Offer your number. You might be the winner today. The final 4 stitches for me. Let's go. 3, 2. This is a yoga class. And 1, the last one. Okay. A beautiful finish as I completed this area here. And I can see the numbers coming forward. Very nice, everyone. Let's have a look. All right, you still have the chance to come up with your number here as I'm giving you a brief recap of what's happening today. So, today, from the beginning of the session, I kind of started from this green area, right? And then gradually, for some reason, I just started stitching all the pinks and reds and oranges. And it's really fun to do. So, majority of stitches are around this area. So, just to give you, you know, a little bit of a hint there. And as for how many, it's hard to tell because this is cross country. So, I have no idea, but maybe you do. Looks like many of you have some idea and is willing to put your number forward. Let's have a look. Let's start with Betty. Betty 358. Not bad at all. Captain Squirrel 314. Rochelle 437. Jersey Girl 402. Go on. Locust, come forward. And Heather House 289. Suzanne 328. Jersey Girl has, you know, confidence in me. I like you already. Susan 286. And Jamie 399. Betty Lou 275. And Otimo 213. Okay, everybody's around sort of 200 to 300 mark there. And Randy 305. Randy has unlearned herself. Yeah. And Michelle Fuller 252. Chloe 333. Linda 263. And Sarah 248. Steve 270. Guys, are you ready? Let's have a look. Let's bring on the app view here. Here we go. Let me turn this off and zoom out here. So this is where I am. This is, you know, the completed area here. So are you ready, guys? Who will be the winner tonight? I have no idea. It could be you or nobody, or maybe all of you. Who knows? Go. Dun-dun! Wait, wait a second. Wait, hang on a moment. What happened to my sprint here? Did I not start one today? But that's okay. I can just switch to the calendar view, can I? Because I haven't stitched on this piece today. I thought I started a sprint. Saga, please work with me here. All right, let's have a look. There. Okay, it's all good. 383. 383 today. Can you see that? The top one from the Thursday, 18th of September. So I'm not making it up there.
today. Can you say that the top one
What?
for Thursday 18th? Check it out.
What? What are all these words for? I have no idea. Why does it do that? My Siri just goes crazy. Yes, 3A3. So who is? We all win. Yes. Sarah. No, it's 3A3. I think that's correct. But look at my percentage. 2.26. I think in the beginning it was just slightly over 2%. So I've definitely made some progress there. I think 3A3 should be correct. Okay, guys. So who is the winner today? 3A3. Betty's pretty close. Oh, Jamie, 399. That's pretty close. 399. Yes, James, Jamie. Ha ha ha. So there you go. That was close shape, but yes, we have the number 3A3. So I think the winner tonight is Jamie. Yay! Well done. Yes. But ultimately, you're winners. You're here with me, and so you're winners, the warriors. Well done, guys. So bring on the spread. Maybe let's treat Jamie some delicious emoji items, and of course, Jamie, majority of the emojis will be eaten by me, but you can have a little bit. I'll give you a little biscuit and a little bit of chocolate there. Go on then, enjoy yourself. And Susan is coming up with trophy. Is that edible? Is that edible trophy, Susan? And oh my goodness, James, look at this. Look at this. Oh, Steve has brought on the hot chili. Thank God we need our daily dose of chili from Steve. But Jamie is clearly new as a winner because she instead of enjoying the yummy items that bought by everybody else, she's bought her own buffet here. Wonderful. And Sarah as well. Thank you, Sarah. Beautiful as usual. And Betty's coming up with some fast food options there. Absolutely delicious. And Chloe, a nice diversity of items there, all dessert based. So Chloe is a big. Chloe's has got sweet tooth. And Rochelle, yes, thank you, Yogi. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Excellent. Wow. A delicious, really diverse selection there. And Heather as well. Yum, yum. So, oh yeah, Steve, you've got popcorns there. It's gorgeous. And yes, Jamie will share. But will I share? I don't know. So, guys, thank you for being here with me. Today's winner is James. It's Jamie. It's Jamie here. 399. So, thank you guys. So now is about 20 minutes to midnight, 11:40 here. Yogi signing out. And tomorrow, from this week on, I've got new classes in the evening on Friday nights from now on. So we'll start a little bit later, probably similar to Monday. And, for those of you in Europe, you might be in bed already. Otherwise, join me wherever you are. And we'll work on another piece. So from a sleepy London town, Yogi signing out. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening and good night from London. Night, night, everyone. Good night. Nighty night. Bye, everyone.